time. It's all about the vibe, vibe, vibe. Oh, that I got time. I ain't got the moves, stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe, vibe, vibe. Don't waste my time, time.
The Carolina Rains have arrived as we are inside a soggy Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Carolina Panthers. Two teams each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in week 4. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
That return, it will not be on the postseason highlight reel. If you're the offensive coordinator, you just changed your play calling because you thought you might have some field to work with. Instead, now you've got to call plays that won't make mistakes.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll find some room to get this out to about the 14. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up second and 5.
To throw, Young. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
Ready.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Back to throw, Fields. His throw incomplete.
I don't see more than trying to get him the football in the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Now it's Fields. Open man, he finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bears use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. No surprise there. Third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. You look at this Bears defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Young to throw it. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Bears take over.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Here's Fields. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
On second down, Williams. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers 16. Here now, third and a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Now Fields. Flushed out right. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bears lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Footing always a concern, but the extra points up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up first and 10. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. You look at this Bears defense. This unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Ready?
Young off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. He's got Mingo. He is out of bounds inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing, Young. Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. The Panthers at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself in an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot. Find a way to win some games and keep moving forward.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Now here's Young. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
Young will set to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. K.J. Hamler from 6 yards away. And the Panthers have got it back to within a score. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
Yeah, not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
To throw is Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago 1st.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields on the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on fourth down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This will be fielded at the 17. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. That throw by Young incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Young on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Here's Jones on the return. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And Young's throw there incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10.
He was defended by Marcus Jones.
Young now. And this one's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw, Young. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Bears will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw pulled in by Lamb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now a first down throw, Fields. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Fields now to throw. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Fields to Mooney for the Chicago first. Back to throw again. That is caught by Lamb. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Fields throwing again. His pass caught at the 4. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On second down, here's Fields. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Bears 21, Panthers 7. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
On the ready.
Third down and 13. Young. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Brings up fourth down.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Brings their line set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They start the second half here with Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. Fields. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Fields going to get that outline to Mooney. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2nd and 9.
At the 35-yard line.
On the option right is Fields. Touchdown, Chicago! Justin Fields, 35 yards. And the Bears have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback, the ability to run the ball fearlessly. And, in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 42-yard line.
To throw, Young. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Young going to move him around.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Young throwing on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here is Young. Now he'll and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Bears 1st down.
Go.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. Lamb will go in motion.
Right.
They'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
35.
Here's Fields. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. D.J. Johnson, the one who got there for the sack. That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
Ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Let's go
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte.
Ready.
Young to throw it. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Set.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here we go, sir.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he works free. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. On 1st down, Fields. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields. A 23-yard run. And the Bears have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Set. Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. K.J. Hamler, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Panthers have recovered. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
That throw by Young incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On second down, Young. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Fields changing the play. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
But with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Give him a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it still brings up 4th.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Fields pass. Intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
A gain of 5 brings us 2nd and
Young.
5 at the 25-yard line.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Young will set to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of cover.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick six will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
42. Panthers 14. Will Lutz set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
And oh my goodness, here's a fifth interception. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 43-yard line.
A shotgun snap, Fields. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Eluding the pressure right. Able to hit his target, Lamb. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them, not necessarily what you look at your play.
And my goodness, another interception. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Here we go.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to have it here just past the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll start out here with the option left. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. And let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Bears, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.
Yeah, if I did it, then I did it right. Yeah, this ain't happened for me overnight. Yeah, bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Yeah, down to business, I ain't playing nice. Yeah, so ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. Yeah, when you pop it, they don't wanna slice. Yeah, greed and envy, that's a part of life. Yeah, mediocre, that just won't suffice. Better now than ever. Ain't no cracking under pressure. The boy's clever. If I did it, it was stellar. Nobody fresher. Stop complaining, man, my head hurts. These catchy records ain't nothing.